What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Team Fish Knuckles YouTube channel. Today is Expanded Thursday, and today we are looking at a Drowzee deck. Now, before we get into this deck, I want to actually give a shout out to Lane. When I went to a league challenge in Arkansas, he was actually playing this deck, and he told me about it, and he actually suggested it for Fan Friday, but I've been toying around with it, and today we're going to play it for Expanded Thursday. Since regionals are over, and we have a new set coming out, why not play some fun decks before we actually jump into a new set here? Now, Drowzee has a weird attack. It's called Sinister Suggestion. Whenever your opponent flips a coin during his or her next turn, treat it as tails. So if they play like a Birch, a Crushing Hammer, a Laser, all of those are going to be tails no matter what, which is great here. Now you might be like, why is this great? You don't do any damage, and don't worry about Side Shot. We're never going to use that attack. But you might be like, why is that such a big deal here? Well, we're going to play Among Us here. Now Among Us has an attack called Spore Prize, I guess that's what you say. When you play this Pokemon from your hand to evolve one of your Pokemon, you may use this ability. If you do, your opponent's active Pokemon is now confused and poisoned. Now, when they try to flip for their attack, to actually try to attack you, if they're confused, they will automatically flip tails through this Drowzee here, and that's how we're going to try to win games here. It's not that great of a strategy. It's not great at all, but it's a very fun deck here, and especially on PTCGO, because what's going to happen here is your opponent's going to start flipping tails, and they're not going to know why. They might be like, oh, why am I flipping tails? And then they might read Drowzee and realize what Sinister Suggestion does. But if they don't, they're going to continuously attack you over and over again, thinking that they'll eventually flip heads. Now, in real life, this does not work, because your opponent's going to flip a coin. If they do flip heads, you're like, no, Drowzee says let's treat it as tails. So in real life, they know what it does here, but on PTCGO, they don't really have that option there. It's automatically no flip tails there, and that's the cool thing about playing it online. And also, you do play a Drowzee line in here. We do play a 3-2 line in here. So you can use Poison Barrier. Your opponent's Poison Pokemon can't retreat. So now this Pokemon that you've used Among Us on can't retreat, they can't attack you, and their poison damage is what's actually going to knock them out unless they do try to attack you as well. And we do play 2 Shaman in the deck to help set up here, which is great. And that's all the Pokemon we play in here. It's a lot. It's 18. It's a pretty thick Pokemon line for sure. Now next up is Computer Search, just for consistency. Search for any card in your deck is always a great card to have in these setup decks. 4 Devolution Sprays, and this is going to help you reuse the Among Us over and over again. The whole point is to have like 2 Funguses down, and that way you can like Among Us, Devolution Spray Among Us if you need to. And you're good to go with 4 of these. I know Lane did play Super Scoop Ups, but I don't really like that card that much. 3 Level Ball to search for a Pokemon with 90 HP or less. This can get Fungus, Among Us, Drowzee, Skrelp. 2 Super Rod here. I know Super 2 seems like a high count, but I don't know. I like it a lot for some reason in this deck, because you're going to take quick knockouts on the Drowzee. Maybe you have to discard like Among Us lines early, and this way you can get it back. And if you do have 1 prize, you have another one left to go. I think 2 Super Rod is really good in this deck. 2 Switch, just in case they do License or something else. 2 Ultra Ball to search for the Drowzee and the Shaman. 4 VS Secret to use supporters, and you do play 1 AZ to pick up Among Us as well. 2 Course, 1 Lysander for Juniper, pretty much standard count. And 2 Burbank, so this way you actually do 2 more damage counters for the poison. So you're taking 30 in between turns instead of just that 10 damage, which will take forever to knock out. 3 Sparkling Robes makes it where your Drowzees can't be affected by lasers. Now they can laser you to poison you, but they can't laser to put you to sleep. That's the thing to note here. So a Sparkling Robe, it makes it where lasers aren't effective here, which is great for you. So that way your Drowzees don't get knocked out. They potentially never get really knocked out. 7 Psychic Energies, and so that way you can use the Sinister Suggestion, because it is a psychic attack, and you can use Skrelp's Spit Poison here. Now this deck is really, really bad. It is, on paper, it seems amazing. You put down the Among Us, you send a suggestion, blah, blah, you're good to go here. But let me tell you what's been happening today while playing this deck. A lot of people online are playing Pokemon Simulator. I don't know why. I played decks with 2 to 3 Pokemon Simulators with 4 VS Seekers, and that is, you can't beat it. Like, there's nothing to do there. People are playing AZs in the deck. There's nothing you can do there. The AZ pick it up with 4 VS Seekers. They can reuse that over and over again. And also, they play Keldeo. Now you can you can Lysander up a Keldeo and use the Amoonguss, but you need the Lysander and the Amoonguss in the same hand, which is kind of hard to do. I might play a second Lysander. I'm not sure what to cut for it, though. It's definitely the question there. Virizion is an auto loss. Garbodor is an auto loss. Like, there's no way you could beat those decks. And overall, I mean, the deck is really bad. Like, I started like losing a lot of games, and I started like the way Pokemon Online works is you get paired. Like, if you win more games, you get paired against people who win more games. And we were going down. We were dropping in the rankings. And I've been playing against a lot of decks. I've been playing, like I said, 2 to 3 Pokemon Simulators because I've been playing this deck here, and it's not fun at all. I've been having really bad matchups. But we got 2 wins with the games here, so I'm going to show 2 games with this Amoonguss deck. I know they're not going to be that exciting, but you're going to see how the Drowzee Amoonguss deck work. All the other matches are just me just getting like obliterated. And if you want to see those, let me know. Maybe I'll put those in there. Maybe I'll record more videos of me losing. And you can see how bad the deck is if you want to see that instead of how good it is. But hope you enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching. I hope you have a great Thursday, and let's see this deck in action. Alrighty, so we're putting against AE Drift, playing a Water, Dark, Colorless, Lightning, so many colors of the rainbow here, but we are going first. Alright, we see a Mulligan here, and we start a Fungus. That's not what we want to start here. Oh man, we have the Juniper as well. What is this hand right now? It's pretty garbage, that's what it is. Well, let's see what AE Drift is playing. Hopefully it does not involve a Keldeo, because that makes the matchup so much harder. And there is a Regigigas and an Evital. Alright, so here we'll Love Ball. We will grab us a Drowzee. Put him down. Put the Psychic Energy to the Drowzee. And we'll just Juniper here. Alrighty, so we can Ultra Ball. Discard the Psychic and the Drowzee. And hopefully Super Rod is in the deck. Let me check for that real quick. Let's see here. Super Rod. Okay, Super Rod is in the deck. That's great here. I'm going to grab a Skrelp here, so that way we can maybe get down the Pokemon next turn. We need... where's the Skrelp at? Skrelp, don't let... Okay, there's one. Alright, I got scared for a second. That we prized all of them. Alright, so here we'll put down the Skrelp. Computer search, discard these 2. Here we'll grab a Shaybe. And that way we can set up some more. Get another Fungus down. So Shaman here drawn up to 6. Okay. Alright. Let's think here. I guess we'll switch into Shaman and we'll end our turn here. And that way he can't really knock out the Shaman if he does power up an Evital. I mean, he could if he gets like a Dark Patch, DCE, Muscle Band, Laser, Verbank. There's the Laser coming down. Heads. Oh no! I forgot about this. There's a DC going down to the Regigigas. And we wake up here. Alright, cool. Alright, good. So put a Psychic Energy on the Shaman, retreat into the Drowzee, put down the Amoonguss, Verbank. Yeah, of course we're going to use that. Verbank, Devolution Spray, pick him back up, and here we'll use the Sinister Suggestion here, give him the Poison and the Confusion here, so he takes 30 because of the Poison here, and let's see if he knows what's going on here. Will he try attack or not? Does he know what Drowzee does? There we see a Shauna here. Okay, hasn't really played anything. Let's see here. So Regigigas is a card we don't really see anymore. It has Giga Power 60. You may do 20 more damage if you do this. Pokemon does 20 more damage, 20 damage to itself, and Raging Hammer 50 does 10 more damage for each damage counter on this Pokemon. And there he goes for the Confusion. Oh, buddy. Alright, so you can see it does not work because of the Sinister Suggestion. And man, our hand is pretty much garbage here, so we use the Sinister Suggestion once again. He will get knocked out coming back into our turn if he does decide to attack. I think there's next. No. Yeah. That should knock it out. See another Shauna here. Hopefully he does not have a Laser. A Hard Charm going down to the Evital. That does not matter. A Dark Dangerous Energy comes down. And there he goes for it again. And we see the knockout here. Great for us here. Alright. So here we see the Evital X come up. We get the Amoonguss coming down. We'll use its ability here. Oh man. Do we want to like Juniper all this stuff away? I think we'll be okay not doing that. We'll put a Psychic Energy on the Shaman, and here we'll use the Sinister... Oh no, I forgot to use the Devolution Spray. Whoops! Alright. Then we see another energy go down to the Evital. Is this Keldeo? Oh, it's a Kirami X. Okay, cool. Not a Keldeo. And my opponent is still trying to attack here. Alright, good for us here. Alright, so we top deck it in. So here with Devolution Spray. Play the in so we can save our Munguses from being discarded. We'll Level Ball for a Jigauji so that way he can't retreat if he wants to try. Oh man, I forgot that we can't search out Drowzee this way. So here I'll just get a Skrelp. I kind of messed up there. Skrelp, come to me! Alright, so here Ultra Ball, discard the Skrelp and the Psychic Energy. Here we'll grab the Drowzee. There we go. Put down the Drowzee. And here we'll use the Sinister Suggestion once again. And once again, it should get knocked out. Wait, is the Hard Charm prevent everything? Oh man, oh Pokemon Center Lady. Oh goodness, oh Drowzee, you're about to get smacked real hard here, buddy. Who plays Pokemon Center Lady? This guy does. That's what's happening here. Alright, see a DC go down to Kira. 80 damage to our poor little Drowzee here. We need to top deck something great here. Hopefully we'll get something. Let's see what we get. A Devolution Spray. That is not what we need here. We'll put down the Drowzee. If the Shaman gets knocked out, then let it be 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. Right now, it's only going to do 80 damage unless he has a laser here or a DCE. There we see Crushing Hammer, Tails. Okay, we don't really care about that much. We do have switches in our hand. We just need to top deck something because right now our hand is pretty garbage. Maybe a Juniper, a Verse Seeker. Yep, those are pretty much the only things we need here. So we see another attack here. Oh, we have double Devolution Sprays in our hand, and this Shaman is going to go down here. What is going on here? Oh, man. Okay. Alright, so we have 2 Devolution Sprays in our hand here. That's not great. Energy go down to the Evital here. And there is a Zekrom coming down. What deck are we playing against here? I'm not sure at all. Alright, so we see my opponent is going to take 2 price cards here. Now, how many Drowzees are we down? 1, 2. This will be our third one here. We just need a top deck like a king here. Let's set up Drowzee. Let's see what we top deck here. A Verbank. Alright, so here we'll end our turn. Oh, man. Where is our supporter cards at? No End, no Juniper. Another Pokemon Center comes down. But the good thing about it coming down now is we can make it where maybe he doesn't have any more Pokemon Center ladies. Alright, so we see 60 damage to our Drowzee here. What do we top deck? A Juniper. We have to discard 2. Oh, man. We have no more Devolution Sprays after this. So here with Juniper. We get the Mungus coming down. Yep. We'll put down the Fungus. Super Rod. Yep. Well, Super Rod. Get back the Drowzee. Drowzee and a Psychic Energy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, that should be fine here. We'll Sparkling Robe the active just in case he plays down a laser. And here we'll just hopefully he flips Tails. We need like a real Tails flip here. No like fake Tails flips. We need a real one. So let's see what happens here. Let's see. Let's hopefully he flips Tails. We didn't attack this turn, so maybe it'll really happen here. Oh, buddy, does he have another PCL? He's already played 2, and he hasn't played Adversity. There's a Steven. Get out. I think I smacked the mic. There was a bug in front of my face. They're trying to attack me. I was trying to swat it away. Oh, another Pokemon Center lady! Stop the horror! Alright, and there we see a Dark Energy guy as well. Oh, buddy. Wait, who plays multiple PCLs? A Dark Energy goes on the bench Evital here. And let's see, does he go for attack or not, or does he just pass, since he does have the PCL in hand? Let's find out. Tool Scrapper, get rid of the Sparkling Robe. Does he have a laser? This will be very, oh, he flips the real Tails. Alright here, alright. So here with Level Ball, we'll grab a Drowzee. Put down the Drowzee. Play the in here. We know he has PCL in hand, and holy moly, our hand is garbage. Alright, that's great. So here we'll just end our turn. The Evital takes 30 more poison. If he... Oh, man, hopefully he flips a real Tails here once again. That would be amazing. He still can't retreat here. So we're good on that. Hopefully he does not draw into that PCL that we saw him have last turn. Hard Charm going to his Evital here. Just trying to make it even more harder for us to knock out these Pokemon. Alright. Oh, buddy. Please flip Tails on this attack here. That would be fantastic. There's an Absol coming down. Oh, he can move 30 damage somewhere if he wants to. I'm not sure where he would move the 30 to. Maybe to the other Drowzee. Dark Energy going to Absol. I guess he decided not to use Curse Eyes. Oh no, we get knocked out because of the Evital there. Alright, so my opponent will go down to 2 prize cards, I think. So instead of Mungus here, he will get knocked out, come back into our turn, which is great here. Okay, so here I'm going to Verse Seeker for Course. Yeah, because he already has 2 cards in his hand. No real need to end him. So you have a Colors here. Colors getting 7 cards. We get another Fungus down. We get Super Rod. Get back a Drowzee, Psychic, and Psychic. That seems good here. Put down the Psychic Energy to the Drowzee. And here we'll just end our turn. This Evital will go down. Alright, taking 2 prize cards. Great. Alright, so it'll come down to, will my opponents ever get another PCL or not? What we might have to do is license up this Kyurem if that is possible. There's, oh my goodness, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This Amoonguss will go down here. That's for sure here. So 100 damage to Amoonguss here. The big question of the day is, do we end him down to 1? Oh man, so Drowzee, Sparkling Robe, Shaman here. We need a Psychic Energy right now. Alright, oh no, the Amoonguss is what we needed. So Amoonguss here, yes, and we'll end him to 1 here. That's fine. Alright, here we will Sinister Suggestion here. The poison will start taking effect. Alright, so just as long as he doesn't top deck a Pokemon Singularity, we should be okay here. We have a couple turns till that happens though. I'm just waiting there. There's a Kyurem, we can't really license it up as well. Like, just, man, maybe we could, like, license the Kyurem. Oh, man, it's going to come down to, does he have a, oh, Xerosic! I'm not really worried about the Xerosic at all, and my opponent has nothing in his hand, and there he goes for another Confusion Flip, alright. So we'll put a Psychic Energy to this Drowzee, and here we'll use the Sinister Suggestion once again here. Oh, buddy, does he have, this is the time, does he have a PCO or not? Ghetsis will get him nothing here, and oh man, we will see this Evital fall regardless, because now he can't retreat, even if he tries to attack here. It's going to be Tails. It seems that my opponent does not know what's going on here with this Drowzee, and we will take that win against this Evital deck, and there we go. Alright, Drowzee taking a win against this Evital deck here. It seems like my game has frozen though. What's happening here? Is it gonna finish here? I guess the game's frozen here, but there we see a game going against the Evital deck. I mean, what? It was just like, yeah, it was just Evital, Regigigas, and with 3 Pokemon Center Ladies, and we still took it down there. We had a bit of a bad spot, kind of in the middle where we just kind of dead drew. But there we go, taking a win against the Evital deck. Of course, we'll see one more game here with the Drowzee deck. Just so we can show his potential here. That game was only, what, like, it was 12 minutes long. But we'll still play one more game with the Drowzee, and we'll see what happens in the next game. Alrighty, so we're playing against Pokey, Dante, Boo, playing a Fighting and Psychic deck here, and we'll see what happens. We're just waiting, and I think we're determining the coin flip right now. I'm not sure. I kind of blanked out for a second. Somebody sent me a text message. But we'll see. Just waiting here. Alright, so my opponent is going first here. Alright. So Zoroark and a strong energy. Very confusing. But our hand right now is pretty bad. At least we get 2 mulligans right now. So we get a Drowzee, and a Fungus. We do get 2 mulligan draws. Now the only thing that's going to be kind of hard is that my opponent can evolve to get out of the confusion, which is kind of annoying. But hopefully he'll evolve first before attacking, before we use the confusion. There we get 2 mulligan draws. We'll keep the Drowzee in our hand right now. So there's an Evital and an Evital. Now this is great because the Evitals cannot evolve, so you don't have to worry about that. We'll put down the Sparkling Robe on the bench Drowzee, put down the Drowzee, Burbank, energy here, and we'll Chorus for 4. Put down the Skrelp, and here we'll end our turn. And then next turn, we can computer search for maybe a Shaman. And then, maybe, I don't know, I'm not sure. So we will see a knockout here for sure. This Drowzee will get knocked out. It can use Y-Cyclone to knock us out, or 2040, or just the first deck. Yeah, that works as well. So here we're setting up the Drowzee, and let's see, what do we top deck here? We have both Super Rods in hand right now. Oh my goodness. Okay. I think I'm going to go for this play. I'm going to computer search, discard Super Rod and then Verse Seeker. And it kind of stinks that I have to use Super Rod so early. Like, that never should happen. But here I'm going to grab a Shaman. We're going to put down use Super Rod to put back in the Drowzee. And we're going to Shaman drawn up to 6 here. Alright, so we get Ultra Ball, discard the Ultra Ball. And the Fungus. Yeah, that should be fine. We'll get the Amoonguss here. Put down the Amoonguss. use this ability, Devolution Spray, pick up the Amoonguss, put a Psychic Energy to the Drowzee, and now we need our Drowzee, and we whiff the Drowzee here. Alright, so we'll just Sinister Suggestion here, take a 30. Maybe my opponent will not retreat the Evital because maybe he's like, oh, I just want to try to attack, knock out this Drowzee here. If he does that, then we will be okay. Hopefully he doesn't have a Lysander, like Dark Patch, Energy Attachment, knockout on the Skrelp. That'd be very devastating here. But we'll see an Acrobike discarding a Metatite. There's a Fighting Stadium. What are we playing against? A Dark Energy goes on the bench. Evital here. And there we see, okay, she actually goes for an attack there. And of course we know that's not going to work. Here we're going to Burst Seeker for a Colress. And we need to get Drowzee this turn. Please, Drowzee, come out. We whiff, but we do get the Verbeck City Gym. And yeah, we're just going to do Sinister Suggestion once again, bringing it down to 70. Let's see if my opponent goes for another attack here. My opponent has yet to play a supporter card as well, which is great for us. Tries to help us win here. But he can retreat, sends up his Evital, and if he just attach the energy, he can knock us out here, do 20, 40, 60. But nope, he goes for another Confusion Flip here. Great for us here. Alright, and once again, we will put us... Okay, we'll attach a Psychic Energy this turn. We'll Verse Seeker for another Colress here. We're just digging for this Drowzee. Nope. Alright, so here we will just Sinister Suggestion, taking a knockout on the Evital, taking 2 price cards here. Alrighty. But we get the Amoonguss down next turn. We can put damage, or we can confuse this Evital that's going to come up and smack us here for a lot of damage. And once again, we are just looking for a Drowzee so bad. Here we see an Evital come up. Now, does my opponent even have an energy? Oh, there's a DC. Never mind. Spoke too soon. A Karina. Okay. What is this deck? Like a fighting Metacham deck. Like, what's going on here? Like, oh, there's a Scramble Switch. Could be the... Oh, man, that's such a bad card. Well, no, it's a good card for my opponent here. So see a knockout on the Drowzee. We're going to promote this Drowzee, of course. We're going to use the Lava Ball to get out another Drowzee. Okay, cool. We have 2 left in the deck. Put down the Drowzee. Amoonguss here. Use his ability... Lightning or Psychic Energy here, and we'll play it in here, looking for a Drowzee once again. And there's the Drowzee, but our hand is terrible. Here we'll Sinister Suggestion. Now he can't retreat, but we know he does have that Scramble Switch somewhere in his deck, which could be very bad for us here. That's basically like a free knockout. And let's see if does my opponent learn his lesson? Does he know what Drowzee is capable of? Here we see Zora, we see an Evital, we see a band going down to the Evital, but see, he's still attacking here. And that's the good thing about the online play, because it makes it where we can't tell him, like, no, you don't take a knockout. Like, if it was real life, we would be like, no, you can't take a knockout because of blah, blah, blah. But since he doesn't, we can't tell him that. He doesn't know what Drowzee's actually doing here, which is great for us. And then we see a Zora coming down. And will he attack again? And he will. Alright, so take a knockout there, taking 2 prize cards here. Alrighty. We get another Drowzee out. I thought we had 3 in the deck. I guess we don't. Alright, whatever, that's fine. Alright, so we've seen the Zora come up. Here we get down the Amoonguss, use its ability. Yeah, I'm just going to use Sinister Suggestion again, just, you know, keeping the poison confused. He only has 1 card in his hand, and he has yet to play a supporter card besides the Karina here. I don't know what's going on my opponent here, but we'll take this. Alright, so I'm actually going to Juniper here, and the reason why is we need... Oh, we don't have it. I was going to say we need a Devolution Spray to pick up a Drowzee here, because the Zorak's going to get knocked out, come back into our turn, and we don't have an answer right now, like another Amoonguss here. We're going to see Zorak get knocked out here. Come on. Come on, Pokey Dantaboo. Dantaboo. Alright, let's see what Pokey we see a knockout on the Zorak here, but like I said, we don't have a Devolution Spray right now, which is bad for us here. Oh, there's a Verse Seeker. Do we have an AZ in the discard pile? We don't. So put a Psychic Energy on a Shaman. We'll Sparkling Robe a Drowzee. We'll Verse Seeker for a Chorus. I'm actually going to switch into Shaman here and play the Chorus here. Still no Devolution Spray, so we'll end my turn. But next turn, what we can do is attach a Psychic Energy, and we can Sky Return, leaving a space open for a Fungus if we need to. And let's see, does my opponent get a Dark Energy to start using Oblivion Wing here? I mean, my opponent doesn't really seem like to have nothing. I mean, this is a weird deck for sure. Like a Medicham, Evital, Darkrai. I mean, just see a pass my opponent here. All right. Oh, there's a Devolution Spray, so we'll pick up an Amoonguss, and yeah, we'll just Sky Return here. It seems fine. Sky Return for 30. We'll set up a Drowzee. There's no real way he can knock it out here unless he gets like a Fighting Energy. Like a Strong Energy, 24. Strong Energy, Muscle Band switched. The Stadium that lets you use a previous attack, that could work. There's a Fighting Stadium, okay. And just pass my opponent here. So we will, oh, cool. So we get the AZ, so Amoonguss here. AZ, pick up an Amoonguss, put it back down. Psychic Energy onto a Amoonguss. And here we will use the Sinister Suggestion here. Alright, so now we're going to have to take a little while to, before we take a knockout here, will we actually deck out? That could be a probability as well. We only have 7 cards left in our deck here. Trying to take knockouts on these non-EX Pokemon. It's kind of hurting us. Alright. Alright, so we see another pass up on here. We see a Fighting Energy go down to Medicham. So I'm just going to send a suggestion once again. You'll need a switch for sure here. Alright, can we pull out a win here? This has been the roughest expanded Thursday for me. We've played, like, you don't know how many bad decks, or not how many bad decks we are. We've played against so many decks here. We see a DC go down to the Evital here. My opponent might think he can retreat here, but we know he can't because of the Drowzee, which is great here. Alright, but man, we've played so many, like, we've lost so many matches that I'm really down, and that's why we're playing against, like, this Fighting Medicham deck. But the cool thing, like, the bad thing, too, about going so far down is that we played so many decks now with Pokemon Center Lady. That's just been destroying us over and over again. So we see another Sinister Suggestion here, but looks like we are going to pull out a win finally. Maybe, there we see a Strong Energy go down to the Medicham here. Does he have a Scramble Switch? Or a Switch? Either one of those could be devastating for us here. We see an Ultra Ball, discarding Energy Switch and a Zoroark. Okay. And let's see what he decides to get out here. Maybe a Shaman. Nope, an Evital EX. Okay. Puts down the Evital EX. And probably just a pass here. Alright. So 30 HP, 40 HP left. We'll use Sinister Hand. Sinister Suggestion once again. Bringing him down to 30 HP. I probably should attach Psychic Energy just in case if he does play an N here and puts it down to a low hand count. Alright, so 30 HP left. What can my opponent do? 20 HP left. Alright, so this is the last turn for my opponent here. Does he get that Scramble Switch that we saw that one turn with the Karina? Oh man, let's see. No Scramble Switch, please. No Scramble Switch. Let Drowzee, Amoonguss, Drowzee take a win here. Wait for it. Wait for it, and there we go! Alrighty, so we see a victory screen come up. Finally, I've played probably like 2 hours of this deck and trying to get a win here. But there we go, we finally beat an Evital Medicham deck. Not that very exciting here, and I apologize for that. But the first game was very exciting there, and the thing is, my opponents don't really know like the concept of the deck there. Like most people, you know, in real life, like I said, you have to tell them, like, no, that coin flip is a tails. Like, even though they flip heads, you have to tell them, like, no, that's tails here. But online, they don't understand that because they can't see the Drowzee actually work there. So, hope you enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching. Hope you have a great Thursday. Alrighty.